lectures room. I have a question here on differentiation. I want to apply a quotient rule to simplify this question. The question says differentiate with regard to x and simplify as far as possible y equal to root over x minus 1 over x plus 1. The numerator and denominator are inside the square root. Now, I want to apply a quotient rule to simplify this question now. I don't want to make use of any other question except any other method. So don't forget that the quotient rule says that the y dx equal to v du dx minus u the v dx all over v squared. That is a quotient rule for us. Now, this question can as well be transformed into y equal to root over x minus 1 all over root over x plus 1, where this numerator will be our u and our v will be the denominator. Take note, if you are reading your alphabet, the first letter you mention before in any of these two is u. Then you mention v. So let the numerator be u and the denominator be v. If you do otherwise, it's going to affect your answer. Now, we go ahead in solving this our problem. So if u is equal to root x minus 1, then I can now say that my du, the x, because it's u and x that are variable here, will be equal to half into bracket x minus 1 raised power minus half. How do I arrive here? Now, I want to quickly show you how I arrived there. Then you're going to apply the same method for the v value there. You cannot say that if u equal to x minus 1 raised power of half, that is the meaning of this root that is here. Raised power of half is the meaning of that root. Then, since this value can be simplified by a composite function, I can now represent x minus 1 by another letter. I can now say let a equal to x minus 1. Then I can say the a dx is equal to 1. I have been able to get the value of that, the a dx there now. Then my u will be equal to what? A raised by what? Half. Can you see it? A raised power of half. Then my the a, the u, sorry, the u, the a will be equal to half a raised power of minus half. You can see half a raised power half minus 1 is going to be equal to minus half. So I can now conclude that the u dx is equal to the u dA multiplied by the a dx. So if I call this the a dA, I'm having the u dx. Good, it's good for me to go ahead. So I can now say that the u dx is equal to what? Applying those values there is equal to what? 1 multiplied by half a raised by what? Minus half. And don't forget, the value of a is what? X minus 1. So that is why I have the u dx to be equal to what? Half x minus 1 raised by what? Minus half. Then I can now say that my v2 is equal to what? Root x plus 1, root x plus 1, which is equal to what? X plus 1 raised by of half. Then my the v, the x, will be equal to half x plus 1 or root x plus 1 raised by of what? Minus half. So I've been able to get the value of the v dx and the value of my du dx. Then I think I can now insert the value of my the y dx into the information we have. The y dx now, according to what we have here, is going to be v du dx. What's the value of my v? V is what? Root x plus 1, root x plus 1, du dx, multiply by, put it in bracket, multiply by du dx, don't forget, is what? Half x minus 1 raised by half minus half minus, that's what its own says. minus u. What's the value of my u? That's what? Root x minus 1. Root x minus 1 multiply by what again? Put everything here in one bracket like this. Multiply by what? Multiply by what is that? The VDX. The VDX. The VDX is equal to what? Is equal to half x plus 1, put in the bracket by minus half. Then all over v squared. What is the value of our v? That's what? Root x plus 1. Root x plus 1, put in the bracket squared. Now, we've been able to find the value that that this divided x equate to. The next things we are going to do right now is to be simplifying the value accordingly step by step. Now, you agree with me that the y x now can be equal to root x plus 1 uh, multiply by, in bracket, that will be what? Half multiply by x minus 1 over x minus 1 raised to the power of half. How do I arrive here? This negative value here, that is at the index here, or the power of this x minus 1 here, has turned into reciprocal of this x minus 1 here. That is what happened. You can see that there is no negative index here any longer. Good. So we now cannot go ahead to say minus root x minus 1 into bracket again, put this one in bracket, into bracket again, half into by 1 over x plus 1 is about half. So put it in bracket, everything in bracket like that. All over x plus 1 root x plus 1 squared. Now, having got this like this now, you can see that all this value here multiply by everything here. So we can have this value at the numerator because this one is as well equal to over 1. The same thing applies here. It's as well equal to over 1. So we can now have it to be the y x now will be equal to root x plus 1 all over, that's x plus 1, root x plus 1 times 1 times 1. That's root x plus 1 all over 2 times all this value here. We're having 2 into bracket x minus 1 raised to the power of what? Half. Raised to the power of half. Then minus root x minus 1 all over 2 root x plus 1 raised to the power of not root, root is not here, x plus 1 raised to the power of half as well. Now, all over root x plus 1, both in the bracket, squared. Now, at this level now, we are moving towards simplifying it in a very level that is going to be very, very well simplified. So let's get a space available for us there now. You can now agree with me that this value x minus 1 a raised to the power of this half is the same thing as root x minus 1. The same thing applies this as well. So we can now have it to be equal to the y dx will be equal to root x plus 1 all over 2 root x minus 1. Good. Why can now be well simplified now? All over root x minus 1 over 2 root x plus 1 all over, or let me just say divided by x plus 1. Yes, this has cancelled this. Wherever you have a square root and a square being on a single term, they will cancel each other out. That is why we are able to cancel this other, and this one turns to become just x plus 1 in bracket like that. Now, at this stage now, you discover that this one has turned into a fraction. Then we can find the LCM as because they are divided, they are separated by a negative sign. So let's find the LCM now. Let's find the LCM of these two. We are having, that's going to be the value here. They will multiply by each other. That's 2 root x minus 1 and 2 root x plus 1. So this one in this, that will be what? The plus sign, the positive type. Then multiply by this, that will be what? 2 root x plus 1. You can see it's x plus 1 that's here. This is x plus 1 as well. Times this one again, that will be raised to the power of 2. Put it there, raised to the power of 2. Minus this one 2 in all this, that will be remaining this one 2, because this one will cancel this one out. 2 root x plus 1 will cancel 2 root x plus 1 out. Remain this one, that will be what? 2 root x minus 1. And this x minus 1 that is up here already, multiply by this as well, will be equal to what? X root x minus 1 multiplied by root x minus 1. So raised to the power of 2. Put it in raised to the power of 2. Don't forget, at this stage, this square here will cancel this square root. Likewise, what is going to happen here? So we have it behind, the y dx will be equal to 2 into bracket x plus 1 minus 2 into bracket x minus 1. Don't forget this one, this is divided by x plus 1. All over 2. 2 times 2 here, that's what? 4 root x minus 1 x plus 1. Put it in bracket, root x minus 1, all divided by what? X plus 1. Don't forget. Then we can open up the bracket at the numerator here. So we are going to have the y dx to be equal to 2 times x is 2x plus 2 times 1 is 2 minus 2 times x, that was minus 2x, minus 2 times minus 1, that what? Plus 2 all over 4 into bracket root x minus 1 root x plus 1 divided by x plus 1. So, good. I think we are working towards getting the right answer here. So, we are going to have now this value, we collect the like terms now. Root 2x. We are having 2x minus 2x. So we have the y dx will be equal to 2x minus 2x. Then plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 all over 4 root x minus 1. Put it in bracket. Root x plus 1 divided by what? Oh, let me just turn this on to multiplication. Multiply by what? 1 over x plus 1. Good. That's what it's going to turn to, you know. When you have the value like this, when you turn this division to multiplication, the numerator, this particular value will become a reciprocal value. So we're having the y dx now to be equal to 2x minus 2, that will be equal to 0. 4 over 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 into bracket root x minus 1. Then another bracket root x plus 1. Then multiply by x plus 1. Now, this 4, we call this 4. We have then the y dx to be equal to 1 over root x minus 1. Then x plus 1 raised to the power of half multiplied by x plus 1 raised to the power of 1. Abi, it is 1. It is raised to the power of 1. Good. Now, we can now have the value next to be equal to 1 over x minus 1 raised to the power of half, or you can leave it in this form. This is the same thing. Then x plus 1, because it's the same value. Don't forget the laws of indices. When you have the same value being multiplied by one another, the power of them will do what to one another? Will add up to one another. Half plus 1. 1 over 2 plus 1. That will be equal to, what is the LCM of the two of them? That will be 2. That will be 1 plus 2. That's 3 over 2. So the final answer for that one will be equal to 1 over x minus 1 raised power of half x plus 1 raised power of 3 over 2. Thanks for watching this video. Take your time, go through it one step and then another, then you'll be able to get more of it. The most area that you have to make sure you are very careful is when you are trying to simplify, because when you make mistake along the line, you'll be dealing penalized with. So you are going to be penalized, so you have to be careful when you are dealing with it. So thank you, and God bless.